So you're probably wondering why I am. Well, you probably know why. It's to talk about, I don't know, episode 6 of Murder Drones because I wanted to do this. Why? It's just like I liked it. I loved it. But just it's going to be in the back of my mind for a while. And I'm going to try my best to do a review. So the way it does start, it starts with those weird raptor things. Also, the one thing I feel really bad for that worker drone at the beginning. She got froze and then ate and then got eaten. I feel bad. She couldn't run away. If only she had glasses. But then it starts where episode 5 left off, which is fine by me. And then Doll just says, then Doll just dips. Doll just dips. Doll's just like, nah, me leave. So, and then they go try to find her, which is cool. And the cool thing is Uzi was using her wings. Was using her wings and her tail, which was cool. It's like she learned some stuff after episode 3. 4. My bad. So it looks like she's learned how to use them since episode 4, which was cool. It's like I like that. It's like they get down there, you just see all those murder drone corpses. This is like, oh, okay, those guys cannot come back. Also, it was also the first time that we did see human blood in this series from Tessa. Plus, the one that was funny, she tried to become Chris Pratt from Jurassic World and just failed. You're not a rap. She was not a raptor tamer. That's for sure. She was not a raptor tamer. But when they got caught by that worker guy drone, just they were tied up. And then it goes to the next scene with Tessa and N is just dying of laughter, getting cut open, which makes no sense. I mean, I guess he's ticklish, but it's still funny. One thing I also found funny is he was also helping the little baby drone guy, cutting him, which is quite funny, I say. But then he goes to Uzi. I use her soul. I keep forgetting the name. Sorry. Her thing. I keep forgetting. Ultimate Solver. There we go. Her Solver. But then all of a sudden, just Sin. Like I literally went like, oh. But that was cool. I'm like, oh, the GLaDOS person. Come on, someone has had to. People at least have to agree that she sounds like GLaDOS from Portal. You can't deny me. You can't deny me. She does sound like GLaDOS from Portal. You can't deny. But then the Raptors get into the room. That guy got frozen and then got stomped on the head and died. And then that poor little egg baby thing got destroyed. If the thing freed V and then got instantly wrecked by the raptor, I feel bad for it. I really do. I did feel bad. Well, of course, then, I think I'm, like, putting stuff in the wrong order, but I don't care. I'm, like, putting stuff in the wrong order. Scenes are going in the wrong order, the ones I'm thinking of, but I'm just thinking whatever comes to my head first about the episode, okay? But then Tessa shows N what Sin has done to literally Earth. Earth is dead. Earth is just a crater or whatever planet that was. And now N has to make a choice, which I don't like. He has to make a choice. It's like it's either Uzi or the world. World destroyed or just save a single worker drone. But then it's just like then they're like trying to go find. They're trying to find Doll. They go down that alleyway. And then, Uzi and En are holding hands, which is kind of cool. But I laughed at them when they were like, when Uzi like hit En, and then they were sweating. I thought that was funny. Of course, then they also tried to get the raptor with the red eyes, and try to ambush it and kill it. I think that's what they were trying to do until the raptor went away. And then they found Doll down the long hallway. She gets up, but she gets away. What a Russian douche. What a Russian douche. I also just remember that 1.4% of my audience is Russian. Congrats. Surprisingly, Russian people watch my stuff for some reason. But then, Doll then releases all those raptors behind those doors. Tessa's trying to do stuff with her broken arm, with her blood. I don't know what, though. The red raptor comes back. V comes out, with glasses for protection, which was nice. I'm like, oh, she has her glasses back. That's nice. And then, they get into the elevator. Uzi's trying to use her solar power things. En cuts off her goddamn arm. Just, Uzi, no! Just straight up cuts her arm off. Like, I kind of... Oh yeah, I forgot when she used it. Like, all of her fingers got bent and stuff. Oh, that... Even for a drone, that must have hurt. Like, come on, imagine you just, like, have a hand, and then it just goes... It just breaks. Like, I'm pretty sure that's happened to some people, but... Come on. Even as a drone, that has to hurt. Then, Uzi and Tessa get in the elevator. V gets left... V's just waiting. V's glasses broke. She couldn't do anything. And you didn't know what happened next. And then do you know what happened next, really? You just do. It's like, Sis, do you know what happens next? Her glasses break. And, yeah.
Uzi, I trust you.
That makes me so sad. Because Tessa didn't tell V what Uzi is. She hasn't told her what Uzi, Sin has Uzi now. So it makes it so incredibly sad that V finally trusts Uzi. Like, just straight up. And then you know what happens next. This is literally the worst thing they could have done. They just killed her. Right there. It's like, it's not right. It's like, I don't think it's right. It's like, that's not fair. It's just not fair. There was something on my phone. This just isn't fair. She just doesn't do anything. She just goes out with a salute and just dies. It's just still not right. This will be in the back of my mind for a while, so if I don't talk in some things, if I don't talk in some videos, I'm thinking about this scene in particular. And just thinking why did they have to kill off V? The very cool one. En is the sweet one, Uzi's the well, actually not. En's the sweet one. V's kind of the psychopath. Uzi, Well is now a demon. Uzi's just now a demon. It just sucks. And it just sucks that that's just how it ends. It's like, that sucks so much. Why does it have to end where V dies? Just why? I don't like it. I just don't. It's not how that's not how the episode should have ended. But I've also told myself, maybe she comes back in 7, but probably not. Because, as you saw in the beginning, you saw all those dead murder drones. They're still dead. They haven't regenerated or nothing. So she might be permanently dead. But I have a hope that she's not. Goodbye. That's all I really wanted to do. Just, complain, or, well, not complain, just talk about this and the absolute disappointment that I have with this final scene. Just this final scene. Just, it's not right, man. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right at all. And plus, I wish they made this sadder. This is still sad, but it's not sad. I was more like yelling, like, no! But I didn't cry. If they made, if they did flashbacks, that would have been so much better. Like what this guy did. Zama Studios.
Everyone in the order knew Anakin's...
Oh, come on! I don't care about Star Wars! I don't care about Ahsoka right now. Like, if they did... yeah, I'm gonna lower the volume down. It's like, if they did what this guy did with the flashbacks, I would have actually cried. And I did watch this. And I did cry. I actually did. I will not lie. I will not lie. But look, they're showing the scene. Showing the scene and all that. And then just, Uzi, I trust you. And then this person just does this. This would have been better. The flash, like flashbacks and stuff. I think it would have been so much better and so much sadder if they did this. Like, it just would have been. It just could be. Like, 100%. Because V has been on stuff. I'm starting to tear up just a little bit. Just a little. But it's just, this is better. They could have done this. They could have done this to make it so much more sadder. Because I think when you do this, it makes something so much more sadder. Because you're reviewing all the memories someone had in a good life. It's just better like that. And if they did that, I probably would have cried so much more. And I'm starting to tear up just slightly a little bit. It's like, if they did that, I would have literally cried. But I did watch that clip, and I did cry. So if that was actually in the episode, I would have cried. Just, they should have done that. Make her death so much more sad instead of an instant. It's like, it just ends. It's just, she dies and then the episode just ends. It's just like, put at least a little, like, memorial, like, memories for her death. It just would have been nicer. That's all now I have to say. Goodbye.